Hey guys, it's Beer Man Beer. I'm Johnny Benson.
I'm Kay Kettles.
And we had a blast at April Sours Beer Festival at Bad Sons. And so many people that we talked to that we have to have a two-part episode for you guys.
What a great time, man.
Good times, man. So many people we talked to, so many beers, so many cannonballs.
So much chaos.
A lot of chaos, yes. Definitely a lot of chaos in this episode. I think you're going to see parts where some of our guests just kind of took over the whole show, and it was
They just took over, man.
That's all right. We had a good time. A special thanks to our new to the Beer Man Beer family. Ayesheh was with us. Ayesheh from Filthy Comedy.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. She was with us the whole time, hanging out, and helped us interview some of Connecticut's best brewers. Wherever pods are casted, we're there, and keep listening to upcoming episodes, because we did see a whole lot of concerts recently, and we're going to tell you all about those.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you even get to hear the story about Keg getting kicked out of the Webster Theater coming up on an upcoming episode of Beer Man Beer. But in the meantime, how about you enjoy April Sours Part 1?
This is the podcast streaming in your ear about comedy, concerts, and beer. Pilsners, lagers, and IPAs. Liquid courage just to take the stage. Backstage pass got you feeling right. And everyone's welcome like an open mic. Getting drunk, waiting for the last man to fall. When it's time to take a shot, we yell cannonball. Jokes got you smiling from ear to ear. Our beverage of choice is Beer Man Beer. Get back and relax while the beer foam settles. Now here's your hosts, Johnny Benson and Keg Kettles.
She caught on quick. All right, it's Beer Man Beer.
Wow, that went red, man.
Wow, the podcast streaming in your ear about comedy, concerts, and beer. I'm Johnny Benson.
And I am Kay Kettles.
And who are you?
I'm Ayesheh Mae.
Ayesheh Mae is in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey.
Hey, there's Dave Alpert.
Hey, Dave. All right.
Hey, Dave!
Let's explain where we're... All right, look at that. We got folks everywhere. It's a packed house tonight, this afternoon, at April Sours.
Speaking of sours, we have the Sour Slayer sitting down with us right now.
The Sour Slayer? No doubt. Okay, put some cans on it. Let's get into the show right here. Here we go. All right, so we're at April Sours. There's about 200 people here, about maybe 60 breweries, I think.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think more like 40 breweries.
40 breweries, huh?
They're everywhere, man.
All kinds of
all over the
beer.
place.
We just did a huge cannonball. Ayesheh's first cannonball on
It
the
was
show.
delightful. It felt good.
That's it, man. And I'm feeling good. How you feeling, Keg?
Feeling good now. I got a couple in me right now, you know?
All the stress of setting up for the big event. But we are here, and we are ready to rock. Ayesheh's here for the first time ever. Are you a big fan of our show?
I'm a huge fan. I've listened to 3 episodes, I believe.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Thank you.
I appreciate
So would
it.
that really
Honesty.
constitute a big fan?
Medium fan.
Medium. Well, yeah.
fan.
Maybe a mediocre fan?
Maybe after you spend a day.
Oh.
Maybe when you spend the day drinking with us.
That's
you'll,
kinda hurtful.
No, we're going to fall in love and become a family.
How can you say that she's a big fan and she's not a big fan?
She will be after today, because you're here. It is a sold-out beer festival. There's people everywhere, beer everywhere, snacks everywhere. We got drunk alpaca snacks.
Only the best snacks, man.
Only the best.
Only the best.
You got to support local. She cooks everything with the local beer from the breweries. It's awesome.
Yeah.
We got Sour Slayers with us.
Yep, that's me from
it.
Alvarian Beer Company over in New Britain.
Alvarian beer. And what kind of beer do you bring to the big event today?
So today we brought Aloha Punch, which is our fruited sour. It's got about 8 different fruits in it. It emulates right after that Hawaiian Punch as a kid, like that bright red. You see it in the grocery store. And then we also have El Cabron, which is our Mexi lager with lime.
That we tasted right off the bat.
Yeah.
That was solid.
That was very good.
It's like one of our summer crushers. It's a fan favorite or an employee favorite over at the brewery. We blow through that beer. And then we also brought B-Side, which is our New England style blonde ale. So it's got 3 different hops in it. It's going to give you that, like, you're kind of sipping on an IPA feel. It's got a lot of flavor, but it's low alcohol and perfect for the summertime as well. So getting ready for that warm weather.
Whose arm do we got to twist to get some of that beer and taste it right here on the show.
Yeah, I want to try some right now,
We
girl.
really want to try some of that.
Yeah.
Right.
Can we make that happen?
Yeah, we can make
All
that
right.
happen.
You just sent a text. Look at that.
Text one of my guys over at the table. We
All
got
right.
Adam and Ben.
Look at
They're
the-
our
We
brew
could do like
house.
an Uber.
Look at the power.
Yeah.
Or a
I know. I
DoorDash.
was like, she's like, I don't want to walk 10 feet. I'm gonna fucking
How about a
text it
DoorDash?
over.
Look at the power of Sour Slayer. She could just text beer to us.
If only that was in reality, you could just like text someone and then just bring a beer.
Cherokee, how'd you get that name, Sour Slayer?
So when I started at Alvarian Beer Company, I've been a huge fan of sour beers, whether it be a kettle sour, a traditional, wild, fermented sour. And at Alvarium, everybody has their own like fun name instead of like, oh, I'm just, I'm a sales rep or I'm a taproom manager or I'm an owner or whatever. So like we come up with fun names. So like our taproom manager, Kate, she's the craft sorceress because she comes up, she does all of our social media, she does all the merch and all that stuff in the taproom.
Cool.
She's very crafty. She has a degree in arts, so that's like her domain. She does really well with that. And then when I started, I was like, okay, I'm a sales rep. I like sour beers, and my two best friends, I was like, hey, I got to come up with a cool name. And my best friend Sarah was like, dude, you're the Sour Slayer. And I'm like, that's it. I'm the Sour Slayer of the sales at Alvarium Beer Company.
Slayer.
Yeah.
No doubt.
And then we have Evan, which does the other
You need a
half
theme
this
song.
thing.
You need a theme song.
So
Something really cool.
Sour Slayer.
With some really good riffs.
Yeah, I like that.
exactly.
Oh, it's great. We got to hang out with you at the
At the
concert.
Hot Topic convention.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a Hot Topic convention. It was great. So many chicks with red and green and blue hair everywhere.
Oh,
and
yeah.
tattoos. It was like it felt like home.
Genco pants and the chains and the
Fishnet,
fishnet,
gloves with their
yeah.
fingers sticking out for no reason.
Honestly, that show was great.
I
It's
love
nice
the
to be.
show.
It's nice to be able to get back to live music. Like
Hell yeah.
I
we left
can't.
early.
Yeah.
Let's describe for the listeners what show we were at.
Well, you guys specifically said you were there to see Spirit Box, so I feel like once she was done, because she's like a goddess, all of us were like, "Yes, you are the most beautiful human being on the planet."
And then she growled.
Yes.
All right, Spirit
She
Box.
is
Where
like-
does that come from?
Yeah, she has the
Where
most
does
guttural
that come
female. I'm like, dude, I want to be you when I grow up. Like,
What a talent she has, because she sounds like she's singing opera at one point, and then burp metal right afterwards.
oh
right?
yeah,
Burp metal.
burp
They said
metal,
like Burt Reynolds. I was like, what's going
No,
on?
Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds was not there.
Well, maybe in spirit he was.
Well, Spirit Box maybe.
Oh,
Yeah.
there's the connection.
He was the ghost that flew out of her vagina.
Yeah, yep.
Enough of ghosts and vaginas.
So it looks like my guys are busy doing their job like they're supposed to be doing. I'm gonna run over and grab our beers. I'll be right
I
back.
appreciate that.
Thank you so
That's-
much.
I'll go if you want me to.
I mean, it's literally 3 tables away, so I'll be right back.
All right. Let me know if you need help.
We need a beer service in
Guys,
here.
we need a beer service. I know. We need everything.
Yeah, this is some good beer, man.
This is good beer. We tasted some delicious beer. We had a Cannonball. And Ayesha is having the Beer Man beer experience right now.
I'm enjoying it. This is a lot of fun. Thank you guys for having me.
Of course, yeah.
See the girl that just walked by?
Which one?
It looked like she had a polio string cheese necklace.
Have you guys done that before where you make the necklace with all the pretzels and stuff like that? Honestly, a cheese
No.
necklace sounds genius.
There's a guy who wears a bagel
Bagel.
necklace.
Yeah.
A
Here comes
bagel?
pretzel,
Oh, she got a pretzel necklace.
right now.
Hey, pretzel people, come here. Come here, pretzel people. You don't have any pretzels on you.
I don't have any pretzels.
Where's the pretzel? I want to talk to these pretzel guys.
It's a genius idea.
There's people walking around with pretzels
Why-
on necklaces.
Your hands are filled with beer. You just bite off of your necklace. Like,
That's amazing. There was a bagel guy that always comes to brew festivals, and then there's pretzel people walking around here. I understand why this sells out in 15 minutes.
people can't be bothered with feeding with their hands. They just need to eat from their necks.
That's it. Remember those little candy freaking things back in the day?
Oh, the candy necklaces, yeah.
Candy necklaces?
Yeah, I remember them.
People are doing that now with pretzels and bagels.
Pretzels and bagels. I haven't seen the bagel guy, so I'm
Oh.
excited for him.
All right.
You know
Ayeshe.
what? We haven't seen the bagel guy in a while.
No,
Did he
need a
die?
bagel guy.
And I think the last time we saw him, he wasn't wearing bagels.
He was hitting on Joy Nystrom, and she turned him down.
That is true. Yes, you're right.
Uh-oh. Cherokee brought us some beer.
This looks good.
Oh, my God. Look at this. Look at the look at this. Now, I know this is an audio show, but the look of this beer,
It looks like lemonade, kind of.
it looks... It looks like something you drink on a tropical island.
Hot day.
Nice. This is like a
It
Hawaii
looks a little
beer right here.
grapefruity.
All right.
So what's this beer that you poured for us?
So this is B-side. This is our blonde ale. It is a traditional, like it's about 5% alcohol, so it's super low and slow. You can drink it all day. During the COVID shutdown, I used to bring kegs of this home when I was doing yard work because I would just me, my sister, and her brother-in-law would just crush a keg in 2 days.
It's a lawnmower beer.
Yeah, exactly.
You can definitely
I was
crush
going to say this
no
is
problem.
very light.
So
easy
it's
to
got
drink.
Idaho 7, Azaka, and Simcoe hops in it. So it's going to give you a lot of like tropical mango, citrus, and pine notes. So for people that aren't crazy about IPAs, or like, you're drinking an IPA and you want that break, but you still want all the flavor from the hops, this is that type of beer. It's nice and light. It's got a nice full body to it.
Very
It's got a
clean.
lot more flavor than just
Very
like a
clean.
straight up blonde ale.
Yeah.
So this is definitely like another staff favorite.
Like an intro to IPA kind of thing.
Right,
I feel like
exactly.
it's perfect for those people.
Exactly.
Is this
'Cause
something
it's not
that
too
you
hoppy
have?
either.
Do you have this on tap at Alvarium?
We do. So Alvarium, we self-distribute throughout the whole entire state. So pretty much all of our beers are available for distribution. And we have like at least 15, 16 draft lines in our tap room. So we always have beer on draft. We just packaged this a week or two ago, so it's definitely on draft. And then you can find us at bars and restaurants and liquor stores all over the state. So if you want to know where to find Alvarium beer, you can go to our website, alvariumbeer.com, and you scroll to the bottom and there's a map. You type in your zip code and then you can find what's in your area to grab our beer.
I love Alvarium. It's a really good brewery because you guys are down here. I was saying it's one of my favorite breweries.
Oh,
up
but
in
we
the
travel.
area. Yeah, you travel.
We are willing to travel.
We should do the pod in Alvarium. I love Alvarium beer.
Oh
You
yeah,
up for
we already
that?
had that discussion.
Yeah, we're definitely.
When we were at the show, we were like screaming in each other's faces, like, "You guys have to come to Alvarium!" And they're like, "Yeah," like we got like metal and lights in the background, and we're like, "Woo, podcast at Alvarium!"
Yeah, it's definitely something we got to do. That's on our bucket list, Johnny. Baby.
Yeah.
This is nice.
Yeah, it's
This is
so light.
It's very light. That's
Easy
the
to
best
drink.
thing about this. Like, 'cause
So clean.
some IPAs, like once you get higher in alcohol, when it comes to IPAs, like the body of the beer is a little bit like heavier and thicker, and that's where you get a lot of that from. But this, with it being just under 5% alcohol, it's such a light body that you can actually drink a few of them, which is nice.
Oh, such good stuff.
I like it.
Yeah, that's good.
It's good.
I'm all in.
So what do you guys
I
do
want
as
more.
what's your grown-up jobs? I mean, you get to do this fun
Uh-oh, she's
podcast.
taking over. She's
She's
interviewing us.
she's the host now.
She's interviewing Beer Man Beer. How about that?
I mean, you get to do this fun
Welcome
podcast.
to
like-
the Cherokee Show.
With your host, Cherokee.
Cherokee. That's
Sour
right.
Slayer.
Sour Slayer.
Sour Slayer.
Ayesheh, the sound girl.
I'm enjoying this actually.
Such good shit.
Thank you.
So many guys with beards, man. How about all these
She's
beards?
from Filthy Comedy.
I am.
Filthy
Yes.
Comedy. Tell us about Filthy Comedy.
So
And we'll
I
get back to Cherokee in just a moment.
No, it's fine. I'll just go fuck myself. You can ignore my question. No, I'm joking. Go ahead.
Well, I really don't want to say what I do for a
They're,
living.
they're just like, we strip in our free time. No, Filthy Comedy. I just started producing my own shows, producing more dirtier comedy for, Connecticut and New England comedians. We actually are starting a monthly showcase at CT Valley. We actually have a big show next week at Licit Brewing Company. They have great beers.
We
also.
love Elizabeth Brewing Company because we love Brian.
Shout out to Brian.
Shout out to Brian. Never met you. Love you, Brian.
You know that, Brian?
Never met Brian.
I've
You gotta
never
meet
met Brian. No,
Right.
I've only worked with Aaron, but I need to meet Brian. Oh.
All right, hurry up because we got to get back to Cherokee.
Cherokee. All right, Cherokee.
It's totally fine. Go ahead.
No.
Cherokee, how long have you worked at Alvarium?
Oh, look it. See, this is like a ping pong game. We're not talking tennis here. We're talking ping pong.
So I've been at Alvarium just about 4 years now. I started in October of 2018. I started as a
That
part-time.
was a good year.
Yeah.
That's when we started the
Pre-COVID.
podcast.
Yeah,
the
pre-COVID.
PC times,
Yeah.
you know.
COVID, right?
Pre-COVID.
PC.
Yeah. So I've worked in the restaurant business for pretty much since I was 15 years old. I've cooked, I've managed, I've served, I've bartended.
So
I've
you
done
never
everything.
had a weekend to yourself.
Never. I haven't had a Sunday off since I was probably 14 before I actually could legally work. So I I did that for about 15 years, and I was looking for a career change, but I wanted to stay in the food and beverage industry. So when the guys at Alvarium were building, they opened in June of 2017. I was at Wooden Tap in Newington. It's right on the Berlin Turnpike, which is basically like
great
right
burgers.
behind. Yeah, it's a great. But they used to come in like late night because they all had day jobs and then they would go to the brewery and do construction at night. And we were one of the only restaurants open until midnight or 1 a.m. serving food late night. So they would come in after. And I got to know them that way. Like I was a bartender and then I became the bar manager, and like I would see them all the time and we'd just chat and like talk shop. And eventually they started distributing, and they were like, hey, we're looking for somebody to, like a sales rep, because obviously like as owners we can't be all, they're all in all the time. They're hands-on every day, no matter what. But they're like, we have to build it while we're also selling the beer. So I came on part-time in October, and then within 3 months, by January, they were like, yeah, you're helping us really grow this business and expand this brand. We need you full-time. So I was able to leave the restaurant business, but I still have a lot of those relationships, which is nice. But it's by my selection. Like if I want to go to a bar, I don't have to close it down and be home at 3 a.m. I can go there, have a couple drinks, eat some dinner, and now I'm like, okay, guys, see you later. And then I'm like home before 10, snuggly on the couch with my cats. It's great.
I love that. Also, aside, those guys that walked by, they both have matching bags. One says D's and the other one says nuts. Made me chuckle. I like it.
Where'd they go?
We got to talk to those
the
guys.
D's nuts guys, they're over there. They look like a
D's
fun
nuts
time.
guys, where you at?
D's nuts. They got pretzel necklaces too.
Should we have more? Yeah, we got to talk to you guys.
You guys got you got string cheese.
Oh my God.
A Chick-fil-A sandwich on their neck.
What is happening? Can you get a picture of that? That is amazing for your social. So the thing with Beer Fest.
Do you want to be in the pictures? You should.
Yeah.
Look at that, a little salami and cheese too.
Gorgeous.
All right.
So the thing about Beer Fest is that people come smart with their own snacks most of the time. They do these fun little pretzel necklaces, but this is like a very creative. It's got string cheese, pretzels. It's got like even the dipping sauce from Chick-fil-A for their chicken nuggets in the Chick-fil-A bag attached. Like, I love this little getup they have going on right now.
Now, would you go up and bite his sausage?
Would I bite his sauce? No, I probably wouldn't. But
you gotta open it slow and erotically and be like,
I appreciate.
How about the cheese?
Maybe the cheese.
Maybe the cheese. I'm thinking the cheese, not the sausage though.
All right. Keep in mind, we are giving away a huge Beer Man Beer Growler.
That thing is awesome.
Some lucky member of this festival will walk away with some delicious Bad Sons beer.
This is a really nice growler
It is.
too.
We don't fuck around.
that growler is easily, I think, $40. Those things they're really good. They're
And
like,
filling it with beer is probably like
It's good for
$30
soup.
worth of beer.
And for beer.
Soup and beer.
It
So
keeps
good.
the beer cold and the soup hot.
Yeah.
Man,
so yeah, let's get back to what do you guys do? What's your grown-up job?
grown-up job. What?
Cannonball.
Grown-up job. Cannonball time? No, cannonball. Come on. We got so much beer to taste. We got to have more
All right,
beer.
so,
We have other
Johnny,
breweries.
you
I'll
first.
tell you what.
Johnny, you first.
Can we try your sour?
Absolutely.
We need to try your sour.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you what I do for a living.
Okay,
All right,
sounds
that's
good.
my plan.
Oh.
You got some beer in your glass. You got to drink that
I'm going to
before
drink
I can
that.
bring you more beer.
I'm going to drink that. I'll tell you what. We'll take a break, finish our glasses, fill them back up again, and I will tell
I'm finished.
Cherokee all about my big boy job.
So mysterious. Mistress.
And I'll even talk about mine.
She's
too.
been drinking.
Are we playing? All right, that's cool. More fun at April Sours with Ayesheh, Cherokee, Keg Kettles,
And the big Johnny
JB.
Benz.
JB's in the house. Oh, yeah.
I like it dirty.
Yeah.
All right.
All right.
Right.
It's Cannonball time.
Guys, Cannonball, ready?
Ready?
We got to yell this.
2,
3, 2, 1.
Cannonball! Hell yeah.
Smooth.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I got to grab
Good
Adam
stuff.
to come to a shot with us.
All right, Adam from Alvarium's here.
Hey, grab some pins, grab some bottle openers, grab
Yeah.
Grab some
swag.
swag. We're giving
Grab
away
some
swag
swag, guys.
at April Sours.
Hell
Having
yeah.
a blast with the folks from Alvarium.
And
Cherokee brought us some sour beer.
Oh yeah, we're moving on to the sour now.
So what is this beer?
So this is Aloha Punch. I actually have to pull up my description of it because it's got like 8 or 9 different fruits in it. And as much as I like,
Oh, wow.
as much as I think I'm a superwoman at my job, I can't remember every little detail. So this is a 4% fruited sour. It's got passion fruit, guava, pineapple, mango, apple, apricot, and orange puree in this.
such good stuff.
It's like my childhood all over again.
It's like it's almost like a Capri Sun.
Maybe
Yeah.
minus the alcohol.
Boozy Capri Sun.
Exactly. Grown-up Capri Sun.
We should give it to children. Get them to calm the fuck down.
Remember
So,
you?
how do you feel about children?
No, I love children. No, I want to have kids
Tell
one
us how
day.
you really feel.
No, I
have one
love
day?
children, but
Wow.
like I have nieces and nephews, and a couple hours of a time, and then I'm like goodbye.
You
It's
can give them
enough.
back. That's
Yeah,
the greatest
it's the right.
part.
It's
Yeah.
the right amount.
So I'm Auntie Boo in my family. I've got a niece and nephew
Auntie
as well.
Boo.
Auntie Boo.
They don't
and,
call you the
Boo.
Sour Slayer.
No, they.
Or Auntie Slayer?
I don't think
Auntie
they're old
Slayer.
enough to be able to say that.
She
yet.
murders people.
Or Auntie Sour?
Auntie Sour. Yeah.
Auntie Sour. I like
She's a
that.
nasty bitch. No, you're
Yeah.
a delight.
Oh
This-
no, I can get nasty.
She gets nasty, guys.
But yeah, my shout out to my niece and nephew Jack and Rowan because
They're deep listeners of the pod, obviously.
obviously about children. They love this stuff.
I think this is it's almost like a Jolly Rancher.
It's
Yeah.
super
It's like a-
light. I feel like it's similar to the other beer, a good intro beer to like sours. Like it's like fruity and like has a nice like aftertaste too. It's not too strong of the sour. Does that make sense?
And it's also like some sours can either be too sweet or too tart. This
Really
is
light.
kind of like middle of the road. So it's basically fruit juice with alcohol.
And my stomach thanks you.
Yeah.
This is really good.
This is really good.
There was discussions about this beer fest for probably the past few years from the brewers side of things where Tums should be handed out with the tickets. Because I know I personally have a problem with indigestion. If I have
Yes.
too many sours, I'm heartburn
yes,
beyond belief.
Oh, my
I
goodness.
think last time I was at the April Sours, I was in pain afterwards.
I think after a while, we're like, what else you got besides sours?
Yeah, that's why we always bring a lager, and usually we'll bring an IPA of some sort.
It's like a
but-
palate cleanser.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
It's
After
like the
2 hours
sherbet.
of drinking sours, you're like, do you have something that's not sour? Because my stomach is on fire right now.
All the acidity.
Such good stuff.
Me and Cherokee could just talk without you guys. I'm
Yeah,
like,
you know what? We're just you
Hey,
can
listen, there's
Hey,
a lot
look-
of beer out there. We're going to go.
We
All
are
right,
we
sounds
are
great.
basking in the glory of all the delicious beer that is here at Bad Sons.
So, anyways, no, I'm joking.
Oh, so Johnny, the question is still lingering.
Yeah, Johnny, what do you do?
There's
What
an
do you
elephant
do,
in the
Johnny?
room.
Yeah, what do
You
you
really
do?
want to know?
I do want to know.
I strip.
I love it.
I can see it.
Johnny,
Look at those
you
crystal blue
wanna get
eyes.
out there and do something? Or what?
I do the truffle shuffle for ladies who are into that kind of thing.
Absolutely, I love it.
There's a
I
demographic.
love
Yeah.
that for you. I
And
love
they,
that for
they,
you.
they give me dollar bills and I give change back.
Hey, it's a party.
Now, Kate Kettle's on the other hand. He's in the mafia.
Is that why
Oh,
he
man, I
doesn't
let
want
that
to
out.
speak about
We
his
have to edit that out.
day job? He's like
John, man, come on.
the dagger eyes he just gave you is like,
You cannot divulge that information.
Yeah. That's actually a really great job.
It is. It is.
It's job security, right?
Cannonball.
Yeah.
Cannonball.
Oh, we're running low on Cannonball, and it's too early, man.
I know, guys.
I'm sure there's
It's
a liquor
fucked
store
up.
up the street.
But we have an eye shot of Continuum.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that guy has some good booze over
Yeah,
there.
That's
they
some
have
good distillery right there.
Great, yeah. The last beer fest, the Change in the Air fest, at the end of last
We were
year.
there.
Yeah, you guys
We
were
were
there.
there.
Yeah.
They
Oh, we
have
were
that
there.
again. They started promoting it again for this
Yeah,
year. I'm like,
so-
you should
Yeah.
do it.
So
Yeah,
this
but let's
year-
talk about the time of the year that is happening. It's going to be really friggin' hot.
Oh, I love it. I get to wear a tank top and shorts. That's all I care about. At a beer fest, it's
Yeah,
even better.
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't mind the delicious beers during the hot, sweltering summer.
I sweat. I'm just saying.
Hey,
I
do you guys
sweat.
want another beer? My
Yeah.
coworkers
we
asking.
would love another beer, yeah.
Hey,
we
John,
would
you want
love-
another beer?
From Alvarium? Absolutely.
That's like saying, do you want a roast beef sandwich?
I need that too.
So this year for Changing the Air Festival, there's a lot of great big things happening, which we're super excited to be a part of. Alvarium's going to be one of the sponsors there. I know Jamal.
Is that right?
Yeah, Jamal from Nebco has been absolutely killing
Love
it.
Jamal.
Solid
Love
guy.
Jess Bierman.
Shout out
Absolutely.
to Jamal and Jess Bierman. They are amazing human beings. They have huge hearts and they care so much about their community. And the guys at Nebco, like Marty and everybody there, the fact that like we also ride bikes with them to do the we all ride bicycles. It's called the I can't even remember the name of it right now. It's slipping my mind. But we all get together. It's a bunch of us in the beer industry, and we just raise funds for the Smilo Cancer Hospital. So yeah, it's great. Like that whole company is
That's closer to free.
closer to free ride. That's what it is. Yeah. So if you're a big bicycle fanatic and
I
you
had
like
a Queen
beer,
song on my head for
join
whatever
the team.
bicycle.
I bike. I'll do it. I'll join.
Absolutely, you got to bike with us. Yeah,
no, I will. That sounds
it's a
awesome.
great time.
Oh, well, Lauren, taproom manager of Bad Sons.
Yeah.
She was close to
Where's
the
she
free.
at?
She's
She
around.
just walked by with Phil Pappas.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
Phil is here.
Phil
Where's
Phil
is
just
there.
walked by.
Phil is
I
in the
waved. He
building.
acknowledged me. How
I feel
cool
like you
is
guys
that?
know all these like beer like
Welcome
celebrities
to the
in
beer
Connecticut.
family, Ayesha.
I'm part of this now. Thank you
Welcome.
for letting. I love
Ayesha.
beer, so
Thank you, Adam. He is one of my favorite precious
All right,
human
what do we
beings
have?
from
What do we have?
Alvarium. This is El Cabron.
Al Capone.
Yeah, we brought you guys back to the lager because you're gonna have a long day of a lot of beers. So
We're gonna drink a lot of
It
beer.
smells
Yeah.
it's a
mighty
palate
good.
cleanser.
Yeah.
Again,
it's
It's
good.
like a sorbet.
Sorbet, right? All right, I'll take it.
But yeah, Changing the Air Festival is gonna be great this year.
Oh,
like,
shit.
it's
are
a
you
great
guys going to
time.
be at Rising Pint?
Absolutely. So we do all of the big beer fests. We do April Sours traditionally, always every year.
Right.
We're not going to be there
Why not?
I know a guy.
because I know a guy too.
Oh,
The same guy that does Crazy Brew.
so you guys just want to go
Yeah,
to the brew
yep.
fest with me?
Yeah.
I live a mile away. I can
I'll be
walk
in New
there.
Hampshire.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
He'll be at a
least
Kiss
one-
show.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, May 14th?
Yeah.
I will be at the Kiss show.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
that makes
that's
sense.
fine.
That makes sense. Well, we'll have you there in spirit.
I'll be there.
But now
I
the
literally
Crazy
walk
Brew
there.
Band.
You just make sure you wear a beer
That's a
That's
man
whole
the
beer.
end of
nother
this
story.
month, right?
Yeah. Do you guys have T-shirts so like she can walk around like promote the business?
Give me one. I'll crop it.
Wear my
Or a
hoodie.
hoodie?
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
That hoodie's man.
Ooh,
We got
look
swag.
at that.
I'll wear it.
I'm personally a pullover hoodie fan, but
Same.
everybody at Alvarium seems to like the zip ups. So
I
make
like
that
the
happen.
zip ups, and actually, this is like my first year that I've actually got into like the zip ups.
I like
I
them
don't
as like
like
a
zip
quick
ups,
like
but
throw it
now,
on
you
as
know
you're
what?
leaving the house.
I got a
but-
really
A
comfortable
zip up will make a fat dude look a little slim.
See,
That's
and that's why I
what I'm
like
into,
them.
right, yeah.
That's
It looks
why
good
I
on
like
you.
them. See,
It's
it
great.
looks good. Hey,
You
it
guys
looks
wear
good
them
on me.
really
Beauty.
well.
Don't get me wrong, I'm
He's
sweating my
great.
balls off in this freaking sweltering room full of 250 people, but I'm only wearing this for
You got to promote your brand.
I
You
gotta
know?
promote my brand and
You see what she's smoking?
what are you smoking?
A
Smoking
douche
the
flute.
Chiba?
Are you smoking a douche flute?
A douche flute.
Oh my
Yeah.
god. Let's get a puff of that douche flute.
I need a cigar.
All right, we'll take a smoke break.
I was like, I want one.
And we'll come back with so much beer, so much fun, and so much Ayesheh.
Oh yeah.
That's how we do.
Get them all.
More Beer Man beer from April Sours coming up.
Oh, yeah.
Now here's a guy we've been wanting to have on the show for a long time.
Yeah, we always do a meet and greet, but never get him on.
I know, Phil, he's a big, important guy in the world of Connecticut craft beer.
He is a big important guy.
He's like the chairman of craft beer.
I think you can call him the chairman of
I
craft beer.
call him the king of beers,
Oh, I like
the
that.
king of Connecticut beers.
I love that.
All right, what do you got there?
Hold on, isn't there like a copyright
Hey,
infringement?
someone
with
look
King of
at
Beer?
this antacid. Look at that.
Hell yeah.
Antacid for everybody.
for a handshake.
We're having a blast.
Look at
We're
that.
at April Sours.
And asses.
You're the chairman of the Connecticut Brewers Guild. I would say that, right?
Executive director.
Yes, executive
The
director.
The
CEO.
CEO.
Sure, yes,
COO.
Yeah, well, we have dubbed you the king of beers.
appreciate that very much. I take that very, very to chest, and I'll wear that on my sleeve.
Absolutely.
No offense, Budweiser, but we got somebody better. Sorry.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Budweiser, what? Who?
Budweiser's king of beers. You know?
Are they?
Anyways,
we don't talk
moving
about
on.
macro here.
Budweiser's
No,
in
yeah.
their own world.
You know what
Yeah.
it is? Budweiser is the beer I need to drink to sober up after I drink a bunch of IPAs from
Yeah, right.
Whatever Connecticut brewery I'm at.
I mean, it's only water.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
Hair of the dog here.
It tastes like Poland Spring.
They actually have a great documentary. It's called The King of Beers, and all of the locations across the world, they all compete against each other, brewing Budweiser, and they win a World Cup, like a gold cup. And yeah, it's a really good. I mean, this is the thing. Don't get me wrong. Micro, local, all day. But like, if you are a mass macro brand and you can make the same beer, whether it be in China or Mexico or the United States, we give a lot of kudos to them because that's like big time goals, you know. So definitely look that up as a documentary. It's a really cool, informative, get to know like the background of that.
No doubt. So Phil, what's going on in Connecticut beer?
Well, we're just coming off of our CT Craft Beer Festival, as you know,
Ayo.
last weekend, which was super successful. We had a great time. Now we're here at another beer festival. We got 2 tomorrow. We got Black Hawk next weekend, and we just kicked off, fest season.
Such good stuff, man. Such good stuff.
Yeah, we couldn't go last weekend.
No, we were busy, but
Sometimes we miss a beer festival.
Yeah. I mean,
Hey,
I'm going to
hey,
hold
Hey,
it
you
against
want
you.
some swag? We got free swag for you. Here you go. No.
I mean, we got the guy right here. If you guys want to set up at the next beer fest,
Oh, absolutely.
the next CT Brewers Guild next
We'll
year,
set
like,
up wherever we can.
Done.
Yeah,
Drink delicious beers.
this
We're
is
not
the guy.
afraid.
No, we got.
I ain't scared.
We don't Zoom. Don't do none of that crap.
Phil, what's your favorite beer so far tonight?
Ooh, well, I just got here about 20, 30 minutes ago, but right now I have Tribus, their tequila barrel-infused sour right now.
we got to try that.
It is sitting nice. It's nice sitting at 6% too, so it's not too heavy. It's sitting real well.
Shout out to the boys at Tribus. We love them.
I actually stopped by Tribus yesterday after work for an after-work brew, and I tried their pancake imperial.
Yeah,
Is that a stout or a?
I believe so.
Yeah,
I saw that on their Instagram this week. I have a meeting with them over there on Thursday, so I'm gonna have to get some of that now.
It was so good. It was like the perfect breakfast beer.
Good.
It was sweet and good.
I like their Yahoo
yeah.
because it's like a Yoo-hoo without the U.
That's it. It's a Yahoo.
So Phil, tell the guys what you do.
What I do?
Yeah.
How much
I mean,
time you got?
I know that you do literally everything. Just
Yeah.
like, with Mike Larson being your partner in crime over there. But talk a little bit about your position with the CT Brewers Guild.
Yeah,
Let
so
the guys know here.
the Connecticut Brewers Guild is the only trade association oversees all of Connecticut's craft breweries. 125 of them right now.
Woo! That's a lot of
yeah.
breweries.
Wow.
Yeah, a lot of breweries, a lot of people to work with, which is great. Our breweries now employ over 18,000 people. We have a $3 billion economic impact on the state, which is phenomenal. And the guild started in 2012 when we had 11 breweries, and you couldn't even come to a brewery and enjoy beer. So the brewers back then got together at the Capitol lobby to get pints. So we were able to get that, and that's how our association started. So then our beer industry started growing. We got to 2016, we were around 35 breweries. And it was too much for everybody to oversee, and they were like, I don't even know who's opening, where, and what they're doing, and said, we need help. And that's when I got involved, and that was a short 5 years ago. And we've grown the industry to those numbers I was just talking about, and kind of really getting everybody out into the tap rooms. As you know, tap rooms are huge, beer festivals, so our entire mission is to lead and protect the industry. So we do that through lobbying and
We
advocacy.
appreciate that as beer drinkers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, well,
connoisseurs.
none of this would be able to happen if the guild didn't do what it does. Even today, we were working with the state and with Bad Sons here to get their liquor permits, for to even hold this event. So we lobby and advocate. We increased the direct-to-consumer sales a couple years ago. We've been working on the outdoor dining, which just got extended, so till next year. And then we're allowed, and 2 years ago we got the permission, so breweries can also make wine, could also make cider, could also make liquor, so multi-manufacturing permit holders and all that good stuff. And then we basically on the other side promote the industry through our Connecticut Beer Trail Passport app, and get people to go visit all the breweries in the entire state, and obviously attract people from out of state and within the region as well. So And then, I basically am a consultant for all these breweries to call me about any issues that they have. They call me and they're like, we want to start distributing, or we want to start doing this. We have this idea. We want to do it. How do we get it done? And that's what I'm there for.
Well, we appreciate your hard work.
Yeah.
And now, what got you into beer to begin with?
So I was a bartender for years. I was down at Cass Republic for a couple of years. That's actually where I met like Jamal from Nepco, Ryan Wojtek from Porch.
Yeah, down in New Haven.
Yeah, down in New Haven. R.I.P. Since I've been gone. Ooh. Look at this.
Look at that.
Look at this hand
Crispy
delivered.
boy.
Great Falls. The Hellas Lager from Melanie. Appreciate you.
Melanie from Great Falls. She
Hey,
is
where's
an
our beer?
amazing-
No,
This is what you get.
you got it
This
like
is-
that.
yeah.
Look at Phil.
Brewers drink Crispies.
Yeah, we drink
Phil?
Crispies. These are my Crispy boys. These are the side pocket Crispy boys.
Phil has it where women just hand him beer.
Everyone.
Look at that.
Yeah.
I love it, man. I love it.
So, yeah, on that note, we actually just got a scholarship for women in brewing
Heyo.
up and running with the Connecticut Pink Boot Society and Back East. So, huge thank you to them, which is great.
Excellent.
So, we're continuing to diversify and make our industry more inclusive. We also have the African American Brewing Science Scholarship for through Sacred Heart. NEPCO and Athletic have stepped up and put their scholarships together. So, it's been great.
So what you're saying is beer is not just for white boys with big beards anymore.
You're very,
Exactly.
very, very right on
And
that.
to be honest with you, like the percentage of women that actually, this is like a shameless plug, and I'll have to actually send you guys the link, but there is a book that I met the author when we were at CBC in Denver last year, and she did a book like reading and at the Pink Boots meeting for the Denver chapter. And she put on this, like, she wrote this entire book about history of women in beer too, where it's like, nowadays that's the perception, is like it's usually some guy with a big beard and a flannel, but it's actually when you go to a brewery and you look around, like whether it be a taproom employee, whether like for me in sales, or it could be a partial owner.
There's a lot of
or-
women.
There is a lot of women
in beer.
involved. Like Lauren, fucking shout out to Lauren at Back.
we love
Huge.
Lauren.
Love Lauren.
She is a badass. Like she puts this event on every year, and she is a amazing leader in what she does.
Absolutely.
So, like, whether it be women or people of color or whatever you're getting into, the beer industry, we're trying to open that and just make it more aware and inclusive. So, like Phil was saying,
It's
between
not just for ZZ Top anymore, right?
Exactly. So you'll even like looking around today, every single brewery table here, there's at least one woman standing at it, whatever part they play.
And that's the biggest thing on that note too, is you're looking at who's behind the glass brewing the beer, but also selling it, running the tap rooms, running the events, and everything that goes into the great beer that we have. But and when you go to a brewery and you see somebody that looks like you or is doing the job that you maybe are interested in, you feel more comfortable entering those spaces. So it's really awesome to see so many badass women doing what they're doing. And
Speaking of
crushing this.
badass women, Ayesheh.
Ayesha!
No, it's
Ayesheh.
Ayesha.
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 It's all right.
Ayesha, I'm sorry.
Okay, can you?
Oh, am I?
No, come
Sorry.
here. Tag me in. I gotta pee. Tag me in. You're in charge.
Hold on. She's in charge?
Yeah,
I thought this was my podcast too.
Do I do like a low, grumbly voice? Can you pass me my beer, por favor?
A low grumpy voice?
yeah.
That would be my
Chocolate
voice.
chips.
You can't
Thank
do
you
my
so much.
voice.
there's like 12 beers on this table. Love it.
What are you guys talking about? What did
My
I
fingers are
miss?
still
We were
sticky.
talking about
talking
badass
about-
women in the industry.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Love it.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
She's totally on board. So, Phil, you haven't really been like 100% introduced, so I'm sorry, I'm going to keep fucking this up. Ayesha,
It's Ayesha. I know. You enunciate the I.
Ayesha.
Ayesha.
What is your
So
background?
so my mom is from Iran.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
so it's funny because she named me Ayesha, my sister Zara, and then my brother, my dad named the boys. His name is Bob. Sorry, that's like the most.
Yeah, that is. Listen, my name's Phil. I'm me and Phil Markowski are like the only Phils like that I know.
Yeah.
And every show that you watch, it's Bob or Phil are like the mechanics in every movie, ever.
It's a good base man.
Yeah.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself so Phil can get familiar,
Yeah.
because we'd like.
You stole my question.
I'm sorry,
No,
but I
you're
also
good. Please
like.
do.
I'm excited. She's fucking badass.
Hi, welcome
and,
to the
like,
Beer Me Beer podcast.
Hi.
With your host,
the
Kate
Beer
Reynolds,
Woman podcast
and
now.
Johnny Benson, who's non-existent right now.
I'm filling in for Johnny Benson. So my name's Ayesheh. I'm 32. I currently live in East Hartford. I actually am an engineer by day.
I'm a Sagittarius.
I'm a
I just
Leo.
got mildly.
Yeah.
Oh, and you're a Leo? Okay. I'm going to need to exit the building. Thanks, guys. It's been fun.
So you're an August baby?
I'm an August baby. Yeah, summer baby all day. Yeah, no,
Because
I
I'm a Virgo.
I am too.
Oh, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So you look at the connection we have here.
So
Yeah.
this is the most
What's that?
toxic table.
September 13th.
August 28th.
Let's go.
I'm a Capricorn, so I'm kind of an asshole, but like you people are what I congregate mostly around, Leos and Virgos, and anyways.
Oh.
So we're not going to get into zodiac.
All right, good.
You were saying, I mean, it just makes me more excited to know
Cannibal.
you as a personality. And
I've been doing stand-up comedy for the last actually only 5 or 6 months. I started in the improv world, doing improv for about now 3 years, and I love it. Love making people laugh, and I love beer. I've been a big beer person. I feel like for the last few years, really love drinking beer, going to all the brew fests. I love supporting women. I don't know if you guys talked about the Pink Boots campaign.
We were getting there.
While you were gone, we were talking about that.
And then you're like, we need another woman on here. Yeah, no, the beer is fully created by women, right? And I love that.
yeah, so the Pink Boots Society, it's an international nonprofit organization that supports, educates, and helps women in the beer industry to kind of, come out from the, underneath of that persona of the man. It's like, oh, it's a bearded guy.
The
brewing
man.
beer. Like,
Come on.
the man, the white man.
on.
No, I understand. Coming from the engineering world as a man, it's beer is probably a mere.
Hi, hello.
man-centric world.
You
No.
got 2 men sitting here.
No, and there's
Listen, my
nothing
mom.
wrong
My
with
mom
that,
was an
though.
engineer. Like I give her mad props. She's now an awesome math teacher. But go on.
Sometimes people think I'm an engineer. I'm not. I just play one on TV.
It's like I love the Pink Boots campaign. I think it's amazing.
So Pink Boots Society, like I said, it's an international organization. We have chapters all over the world, and when it comes to the Connecticut chapter specifically, the CT Brewers Build backs us up 100%. They are always involved. Phil and all the breweries here in Connecticut, all 100 some odd number. It's always growing every month. I discover a new one that's opening, but we basically advocate and bring awareness, and we also, a lot of our fundraising that we do, like Phil was saying earlier, the Sacred Heart University, we now have a women's brewing scholarship where if there is a woman or identify as a woman person that would like to get into the beer world, that's kind of available for them. So Back East really helped us out with that scholarship, but now the Pink Boots chapter in Connecticut, we do a series of events throughout the year, whether it be a taproom takeover. We all brew every year all over the world. It's a Pink Boots collaboration beer where the Pink Boots Society, last year, Connecticut chapter actually got to choose the hop blend for the beer that a lot of these breweries in Connecticut are now brewing. So there's actually a couple of them today. I can't name them all, but I know for a fact Two Roads has theirs available with us today. It's a hoppy brown, and it is amazing if you like brown ales. And it's, so a variety of breweries, they purchase the hops, and then they brew the beer, and they donate a portion of the funds to the Connecticut chapter. And as the Pink Boots Connecticut chapter, we are now also additionally splitting those funds and sending it to the Sacred Heart University scholarship.
It's so amazing.
So we're all a very, we're a big tight-knit family, although we're all in the same business and, competing against each other, but it's a friendly competition. It's that family camaraderie. We all look out. We all support each other. We're all there for each other. So especially when it comes to Pink Boots, a lot of people are like, hell yeah, sign us up. You ladies are badass, like whatever you need. So there's a lot of fun events coming up soon, and if you are looking to find out more, it's the Pink Boots Connecticut chapter on Instagram. You'll find there. We'll be able to post all of the events and stuff coming up if you want to support that cause.
Hell yeah.
Nice, love it. Yeah, it's been phenomenal to get everything done that we've been trying to get accomplished, and we didn't even have a brewing science program 2 years ago. So for us, within the first 2 years, to not only have a program at Sacred Heart, which you can go get certified in brewing sciences, now you have an African American brewing science scholarship and a women's scholarship. So it is phenomenal that like right off the bat, we didn't waste any time by further diversifying and making our industry more inclusive for women, people of color, the LGBTQ plus community as well, and work on those partnerships in the state.
Oh yeah, that's fucking awesome.
John's too busy taking pictures.
I was taking pictures. I'm sorry, guys. Pictures. Cheese.
Say beer, man, beer.
Beer, man, beer.
All right, man. I'm filling in for Cherokee. I guess she had to go pee.
I was gonna say we gotta get another brew. I was gonna say the brewery right around there so that we could try their beer.
We keep moving.
Which one? I'll go grab you some beer.
12% beer.
Yeah.
Oh, their beer is unbelievable.
You have like a hard-on for.
You like 12%.
Well, they have a rotation of different breweries there, and they're delightful.
There's like 6 or 7 spots.
Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
I predict that one day we'll see an Ayesheh comedy show at 12%.
I hope so. I hope.
How about Fairfield Craft?
I hope so. Fairfield Craft.
We'll have you. We'll have you at Fairfield Craft.
I'll come down. Hell yeah, for real.
Down to the ghetto.
Everywhere.
So,
basically. Everywhere.
Phil,
Yeah.
what's your style? What's your favorite style of beer?
Ooh, good question. Right now, I am in a like hopped lager phase.
Hopped
Yeah.
lager. So almost an IPA, is that it?
Almost, but
It's like
obviously,
a
as
preteen
you know-
IPA.
yeah, it's like a juiced up lager. You know what I mean? So yeah, it's got the. What I like about them is they're the best of both worlds. You got the lager style. It's got that nice base malty breadiness, but then you pick off that hoppiness that you get. I love West Coast, IPAs. I'm like double
You like
IPA
that
West.
danky
Yeah,
IPA?
I like that dank IPA. But the New Englands, I am just like, I'll have them and enjoy them, but I'm moving on.
It's too juicy
So,
for you.
I've had so many of them. That's why. So
like
I think
the
my
juicy.
palate is just done from the New England. So I'm like Melanie just brought me this beautiful Helles Lager. Like I am loving every moment of this.
Oh, no doubt. No doubt.
That'd be from Great Falls, by the way.
It is.
Great
yeah.
Falls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Up in the northwest corner. They are
Oh,
the
Yeah, up
they
in the
are-
Canaan area.
Yeah, they are the final stop on the
speaking of
7-on-7.
Great Falls, he's got a
Great
Great
Falls.
Falls.
We got
Feel
Great
free
Falls
to
up behind
sign
you.
up.
Yes, yeah,
Sign
see?
up.
Yeah.
Feel free to sign up. You can win this.
Oh, win this.
You want to win a growler? Or we get a, sign up?
Yeah, I'm having a comedy show next Thursday at Illicit Brewing. $20, you get a free beer. Feel free
free
to come through.
beer?
Hell yeah.
How is that a free beer if it's $20?
Guys, just let me promote my show.
See, the show is $20. The beer is
Hey,
The
there
beer-
we go.
the
This
beer
guy
is
gets
part
my
of it?
promo.
Included.
You get to see me though, and I'm a delight.
yeah.
Kind of are a delay.
You are a delight.
You are.
Thank you.
You put up with me and Keg Kettles. which
You
is,
brought some spunk to our shit.
Yeah, you guys are fucking
They needed
awesome.
it. They needed it.
No,
yeah.
these guys are the shit.
Yeah.
I love these guys. Thank you for having me, by the
So
way.
you asked me. I'm going to ask you the same question. How'd you get into beer?
How did I get into beer? I feel like I'm like trying to remember because I'm
Are
like.
we going to sing Kumbaya too? Because this feels like a moment. Oh my goodness.
We love beer.
She started drinking. She's just gonna start singing. No, so I remember in college, all I drank was fucking Keystone Light.
Yep.
Like you don't
Same.
drink real beer. And then I feel like at some point after college, I remember just trying IPAs. I remember for a while, my favorite was Victory Dirt Wolf. The double
Okay.
IPA
Yep,
is
yep,
like a
yep.
nice. And then from there is just going to Brewfest, trying new beers, trying to see what I like. And I'm a big double and triple. I love a heavy IPA.
okay.
And then the thing is, I do like a New England IPA, but I love a classic IPA that has that nice bite, to it and stuff. I love a good West Coast IPA, a classic hoppy IPA.
I
is probably my
you
vibe.
wouldn't be caught dead drinking a White Claw, would you?
I love a White Claw. I'm also a basic bitch. I'm a white woman, so actually no. I love a High Noon. You guys have High Noons?
Yeah, I love
those.
High
Are
Noon.
those
Yeah,
are
yeah.
that's like easy drinking, like summer light drinks. But like I love a good beer. I love a good IPA. I love a good double IPA. I'm like thinking in my fridge. I got some Treehouse right now.
Okay,
I got some
okay.
CT Valley.
Okay.
I got some good beers right now. But yeah, I guess it's just like transitioning after college. You just try a beer and you're like, wait, is this what good beer is like?
Yeah, I feel like we all, because I'm 32 as well, so we kind of went through that phase. Like, and so my mini cooler in
You were so
college-
young.
Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
still got so much beer to
32
drink.
years
yeah.
young.
So I had
Wow,
a mini
so
cooler,
young.
and I bought a 30-pack, and again, Keystone was $16.99.
Yes.
And my beer cooler fit 29 beers, which was perfect.
Yes.
So I fit
Not
it,
30?
and then I
Such
drank
an odd
one,
number.
and then I drank one. Yeah.
Such an
So
odd
I put
number.
29 in my cooler, and then I drank the 30th, and that's how I started. But my buddy was the big Bud Light drinker. It was $23. Like, no, too expensive. Can't afford it. It was $7.
Too high class.
That was my sandwich from like Ray and Mike's. If you guys know that, shout out to Hamden and Quinnipiac. But that's the big transition there. It was all the Keystone and whatever the hell you can get on tap.
At some point, you just tried something. You tried it once, and you're like, wait, this is actually
my older
really good.
cousin was bringing me, he was a Flying Dog, Raging Bitch. Like, he was bringing those beers.
Yes.
Sierra Nevada Torpedo. Like, he was bringing all these, like, and I'm like, what is this stuff? And I'm like, oh my God, it's so hoppy and bready, and there's like the massive mouthfeel. And I'm like, this is good. I had to work my way to it. And then I started bartending, and I was over in Southington for a little bit, and Cornflakes from Firefly was on tap, and that was my beer. Like, constantly drinking that. And
that's
ironically,
good stuff too, yeah, absolutely.
Dana from Firefly was one who hired me, which was phenomenal. So it's a huge full circle there, which is awesome. But then he was just like, hey, the brewery's right down the road. I'm going to go visit it, and that's what started it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Phil, we appreciate everything you do
for Connecticut beer.
Phil's the shit.
I think we got a pee break.
We got to take a pee.
I need a beer.
Yeah.
And we need a beer.
And we need more beer. There's so much beer we haven't tasted yet. Because we're sitting here
We've only
bullshitting.
tasted like 2 breweries.
No, we got to get around. Enjoy the fest a bit.
Let's go rub some elbows, man.
We're shaking hands, kissing babies, and drinking beer, man, beer. With Ayesheh and Phil. Woo! We'll be back. More April Sours coming up.
Beer. I'm getting drunk, so.
It happens.
Cannonball! Cannonball! Cannonball!
Here we go.
Cannonball! Yeah, hell yeah!
There's a lot of red, Johnny B.
Oh, no, there's a lot of red going on. There's a lot of drinking going on. It's April Sours. It's Beer Man Bear. Ayesha's here. Cherokee's here. Woo! Who we got next?
Oh, it's Maddie.
It's Maddie.
Yep.
Maddie from Kingsman's
Hi,
here.
everybody.
Maddie's from Kinsman. We
All
got.
right.
What is the beer that you brought with us,
I
Maddie?
spilt on my
So
crotch.
I gave you guys a sample.
Can you hear Maddie? Or no?
Yeah, talk a little more in the mic.
Right there.
So I got you guys a sample of Phenomenal Dancer. It's a cherry lime sour, 5%.
Cherry Lime Sour. Let's check it out.
Wow.
Going in for the...
Did
I
I hear Tiny Dancer?
Phenomenal.
We're all a little drunk, guys. That's just PSA.
We're a little bit lit right by now, but...
A little bit? You can
I'm
speak
pretty
for
drunk.
yourself.
I'm
I'm
pretty
pretty freaking lit.
Yeah, we're
This
wasted.
is so good.
I need
Oh,
a
I'm glad
cigar
you
and
like
some
it.
food, man.
It's definitely on the sweeter side compared to the other sours here today.
I gotta drink some Cannonball too, by the way.
It's really light. I feel like it's really light.
Oh yeah, very
Yeah.
crushable.
And
Very
it
crushable.
doesn't have that like sour, like where I'm like sucking my lips in. Like,
Oh yep. Yep.
Oh, that pucker puss, are you saying?
Don't have that, but it's delicious. It's like, it's almost like I don't
It's a
know.
dessert. I
Yeah.
would say it's a dessert. Yeah.
How long have you been at Kinsman's for?
So I've been at Kingsman for, it's going to be 5 years now. So and it's also going to be Kinsman's 5-year anniversary this year.
Ooh,
too.
what do you do there?
So I'm a brewer
that's
at
good.
Kinsman. So
You're
I
the
brew
brewer,
most
right?
of the beer.
Are you old enough
That
to drink
is
there?
really
no,
good.
I'm not the only brewer. We've got Justin, who used to work at Black Hog at Kinsman too.
No, but are you old enough to drink beer? Because you look.
I
You look
am
19.
Thank you.
Oh, I was going for 18, but okay. 19, sure.
Yes, surprisingly,
There goes
yes,
John.
I am old enough to drink beer.
What got you into brewing beer?
So that's a really long story.
Long story short,
Hold on, whose
We're sorry.
podcast is this?
I'm taking
on.
over, guys. Sorry.
I used to take over.
Yeah, or else
Do
like
you
the
want me to
short
answer?
story.
The short story? Well, I worked at a liquor store. I got really into craft beer doing that. I did a master's program. I did archaeology. I have a master's degree in ancient grains. So my thesis was basically on the brewing process in the ancient world. So that's how I got really into beer, was learning about the brewing process and all the raw materials that people used to use to make the beer. And I just started to want to make it myself. So I kind of inserted myself into the industry here.
So let's talk about ancient grains.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's
why
the history
it's a
of
long
beer.
story, man.
Now,
It's
is
a
there
long
mold?
story.
I mean, are they like archaic? What are we talking about here?
So we're talking about grains that people don't normally use very much anymore. Like in Asia, predominantly millet was used initially before rice became more common. In Europe especially, instead of like your more common like red wheat, people were using a lot of spelt. I was just more looking at what sort of environmental pressures basically force people to select the grains that they were selecting, how to, to make beer, because obviously some grains are a little more enzymatically suited to making beer than others.
Wow.
So
She completely lost me.
Wow.
This is too scientific for us.
Wow. I didn't know that much work that went into beer.
yeah,
Wow, man.
Like, it's a science. It's very cool.
Yeah.
It's delicious,
it
though.
can be.
What are we drinking now?
So that's Phenomenal Dancer, the cherry lime sour. Comes in at about 5%.
It's really good. I was going to say, what other beers did you guys bring today?
So
That's
the
a Tina
tap
Turner
room-
song, right?
The tap room has been drinking us dry, so I would have brought 2 sours, but we only had the one. So instead, I brought a lager. I brought a Helles lager, super rad, just so people can kind of break up their day with a nice crispy boy. If you know what I'm saying?
little
know
palate
how we
cleanse.
do it.
Yeah, a
Oh,
little
yeah.
palate cleanse.
Phil approves.
Crispy boy.
He's going in for the
Boy.
hug,
Phil-
everybody.
Phil-
That is my girl.
Phil approves.
Phil's the man. Phil's the shit. I like this beer a lot. It's good.
This is really good.
Oh, I'm glad you guys like it. Yeah, I wish I could have had a
I
second
almost
sour
feel
to
like
bring.
this is like a punch or something. You
Oh,
with
yeah.
no beer in it.
Very easy to drink.
It's slightly dangerous, so thankfully it's only 5%.
Yeah. Whoa. That's good beer.
All right, on to the next. What
got
else
next?
you got? More beer. More beer.
beer.
More beer.
Should we bring another brewer on? Should we bring another brewery on? Want Maddie bring another lager
I could
beer?
I could bring you the Helles if you want.
Well,
Okay.
yeah, bring the Helles. What
We
the
gotta
hell?
drink these. Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
you got
finish
it.
these.
Bring the Helles. Bring on the Helles.
She has to pour it. That's why. I'm sorry.
We'll
Thank you.
come
These are
back.
so
I'm
good.
really sorry they're not.
All right. We're drinking a lot of beer.
These
We're
guys,
having fun.
this is good. Here, do these now while we can get to know me a little.
Oh, let's
Oh.
get to know.
Ayesheh.
now we have to ask you questions?
Well, you guys didn't do it earlier.
Well,
no
shit, you
stop.
took over a
Right, we
freaking
tried.
podcast.
Everybody wanted to come on and talk
I
about
know.
their
Everyone was.
beer.
I love talking about beer.
And look
guys.
at all the friends you've made. Now you're like BFFs
all right.
with Sour
Cherokee's the
Slayer.
shit. Sour Slayer.
Ayesha, what got you into comedy? What made you think you're funny? What makes you unleash your jokes amongst the?
So I grew up loving. I remember when I was younger watching Tina Fey and Amy Poehler on SNL doing Weekend Update, and I was like, they're so funny. I want to do that. And then in high school, I listened to Opie and Anthony all the time, and I was like, fucking Patrice, Louis C.K., all those guys. I grew up loving dark humor, and just I wanted to do it. So yeah.
And your own comedy is called what?
Filthy Comedy. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Facebook. It's some fucked up humor. If you like fucked up shit.
You want to go edgy and where it's dirty and,
Oh yeah,
and bring out the happy.
Hell yeah. Fucked up humor is my favorite. Speaking of fucked up humor, we've got the guy from Continuum Brewing Distillery, excuse me.
He's the guy. He has no
The guy.
name. He's
I
just
am
a
a guy. I'm not the guy.
He's one of the guys. We're trying their charred whiskey. I don't know. You want to talk about the distillery a bit?
Absolutely. So what we do is we actually partner with a bunch of different breweries across the state. We'll take in any of the beer that they have that's not fresh to go out to market, anything in cans or kegs, as well as any of the beer left over in the tanks from the brewing process itself. Once we get that all in, we'll take that in and separate it in 2 different categories. All the IPAs are going to go into one of our spirits drops, which will get a lot of floral and botanical notes off of that.
Drops is good, by the way.
Drops is fantastic.
That is some good shit right
It's
there.
very
The
versatile.
best shit ever.
Yeah. Our chard, on the other hand, which is more of our whiskey style right there, we take all the darker beers, so porters, stouts, and brown ales, anything that's malt forward. You
Keg
get all
Kettles
that-
is going in for a cannonball, I think.
I mean,
got
why
some
not?
chard, man. I got some chard in my hands right
It's
now.
really good.
Yeah. So this, you'll get a lot of sweetness up front from all the beer itself. So depending
John?
on what beer we use, you'll get some sweetness from like the caramel notes, coffee notes, chocolate notes. But then you're going to get the smokiness in the back end from the black birch and white oak that we actually aged it on.
Will you do a cannonball with us?
Absolutely.
Hell
We'll
yeah.
shot together.
I don't know. Someone like pissed on our cups or
I
something.
know, I'm sorry.
We're a little
I don't know
wet.
who did that. They're a little wet.
Why are they wet?
Oh, there's one right here. There's this one.
No, that's mine.
Oh, okay.
I drank out of that.
I mean, the alcohol is going to kill any kind of germs on there anyway. So.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Why are you keep wiping your hands on my
I don't
drink?
know, man. You're there.
No, man, I'm not a human towel.
I got that.
All right, we
How
got more
is
beer.
life for you lovely people?
All right. Aisha's pouring some Cannonball for everybody.
All right, you guys ready?
I'm ready.
Hold on, Johnny B.
hold on.
Johnny B.
I'm
got
empty.
some.
I'm so sorry.
Careful. That's good. All right.
I feel like I don't want to get too fucked up.
We're going for Cannonball.
Cannonball.
Distilling.
Cannonball. It's so good.
Good stuff.
Cannonball.
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 Yeah.
Here we go. Smooth.
It has such a good finish to it. It's
That's
really
smooth.
easy.
That's plenty smooth.
Right?
I feel like you can kind of taste the beer maltiness a little bit in it
You
too.
do. Like, that's where you get all that sweetness up front from the beer itself. And
Hey,
then you
where's
get
my
the
shot?
smokiness.
Oh, right here. Hold on.
There it is.
Sorry, we did a cannonball without you. Cannonball.
Cannonball. You want a shot? All right.
He's in.
He's in.
He's in.
You want a shot? You want a shot? All right.
Shots, more shots for everybody. Here we go. Who we got?
What is with these stuff?
Yeah, they suck. The cups suck.
Hey, Phil. Can you come over for a minute?
Yeah, I got you.
Can you fill in for me while I pee?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I got you.
Phil's got me.
Love being on this side of the microphone.
Hey, it's Phil. Hey, Phil.
It's
How
good
are
to see
you?
you again. So, where are we at right now? What are we talking about? What are
We're
we
taking
drinking?
shots.
Yeah?
Cannonball.
There you go.
That chart is fantastic.
It's one of my favorites. We have our small batch bourbon out right now, but the chard, to me, like the uniqueness of it, getting that sweetness from the beer up front, that
Yep,
smokiness
yep.
on the back end, the fact that we're working with local breweries around the state and kind of taking their excess beer and turning it into a spirit, it's such a unique process and a lot of great reception around that.
And there's not a lot of distilleries in Connecticut, are there?
There are not. There's only a handful around right now. We're really the only one around here kind of doing what we're doing and partnering with the breweries to create spirits from their leftover beer.
Doing a great job.
Thank you.
It's such
That
a
chart
unique
is
idea. I was
just
going to say, how did
crazy
you guys
good.
come up with making making spirits from beer? Like, you know?
So that's all our head distiller, Brandon Collins. He came from the pharmaceutical industry. He got laid off from that. His jobs were shipped overseas. He kind of, decided not to go for that, and he stuck around and actually took an internship at Black Hog Brewery.
Oh.
And that's where he kind of got the idea and saw all the waste that they had that was just going down the drains. So he brought some of that home. He had a little home still. He brought back samples for everybody there. They all loved the idea, loved the spirit that came out of it, and that's where the concept really grew from.
Awesome.
Hell yeah, that's so cool. It's really good.
Thank you.
Yeah, because if you think, you got distilled or dog biscuits.
Right.
When you really look at it.
Right. So why not, instead of feeding the dogs, why not take some of the leftovers
Feed us.
and create something extra out of that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, listen, we love dogs and everything, but
Right. They're great animals, but why
Give
not still
us
get
your
fucked up off
brew.
of this?
it's for the people. Yeah. No, this
Solid,
and
man.
that's something that so we worked on, like we were talking a little bit before about
Right.
allowing breweries, distillers, like now distilleries can hold a manufacturing permit for beer, they can brew wine. So like it's all giving to the entrepreneurial spirit, which is how Continuum started.
Right,
It-
exactly.
It was how you
Amazing.
left, like Brandon could have been just another brewer, not another brewer, but he could have brewed at Black Hog. He could have done a great job over there. But saw something passionate, and now they have that partnership, and it's phenomenal. And now you can cross-sell that. I mean, we're here in the barrel room. I mean, we're literally sitting next to barrels, right?
Yeah.
That are all
Yeah.
of, tequila and bourbon and whiskey and everything else that you're talking about. And that's what you do with Continuum, is taking the brewery product, working it, and converting it back. And now here, being at a beer festival, at a beer, quote unquote, you can't really say right now, people at home, but, beer festival. But it's all about the relationships that we build in the alcohol community.
Right. I mean, we opened up right before COVID hit, like 3 weeks before COVID shut everything down. We had about 6 or 7 brewery partners at that point. When COVID hit and everything shut down and everybody had all this excess beer, we are now up to about 30 or 32 different brewery partners that we're actually collecting beer from.
That's phenomenal.
Like, we're
That's
helping
amazing.
everybody out to take in their excess products that, it costs them money to dump it down the drain, get, personnel to do that.
Yeah.
We're taking it off their hands, dealing with all that ourselves, and basically create great spirits out of that.
Yeah, absolutely. And on that note, too, not to go too deep into the legislative stuff, but we have a great partnership with Deep right now that we're trying to take the byproduct and the waste from all these different breweries, and because we're working with the local POTWs, because the concentration of the chemistry that goes into all the byproducts that we dump down the drains or the trube or anything like that, we just dump it down, and it's throwing off a lot of the local POTWs.
Yep.
And that
Okay,
is
so
something
let's go back to what you're saying about the POTWs. What is that?
So that is your local your local water management in your city.
Okay.
And again, I forget what POTW
It sounds
stands
very
for, but it's-
fancy.
Well, because that's
basically
I'm
it's
like
your-
everything
it's
is an
your local-
acronym nowadays.
So when you're
what are we
driving-
talking about here?
So when you're driving down in your local town and you just see these random fenced off yards and things like that, that is your POTW.
Oh,
The
okay.
random brick building that's not labeled
POTW.
is your POTW. That is what when you turn on your shower, that's
Yeah.
where your water comes from. Like your local water. And that's where all these people that
Did you
dump-
piss in my water?
I guess. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, man. So that is what happens.
So
is
sweet.
all of the breweries that dump, and you just see all the drains here, right? And
Right.
and the distilleries as well. You scrape that in, and it goes, and it just goes. That's where it goes.
And that's the best thing about us too, is like we're reducing that waste that comes out of it, because once we're taking all that beer and mash in and distilling that down, it's broken down so much that it can easily go down the drain at that point.
Right.
Less to filter out.
Right.
So like we're actually helping the breweries out at that point, taking it off their hands. And by the time it, for instance, our distilling process,
Yeah.
it's good to go down the drain,
Exactly.
and not as much
And
mash
that's
coming
a trickle
through.
down. No pun intended, but that's a trickle down. Is that when we're putting it so highly concentrated, but then
Yes.
if we instead send that to you, you use that to make a phenomenal product.
It's like recycling booze
Right,
from better,
exactly.
not better, but different booze that's so good.
absolutely, absolutely.
That's amazing.
And what better way, knowing that comes from, and by the way, just looking at the bottle, and I just noticed it, just looking at the bottle and knowing and looking at the product, you have that relationship with that bottle now, right? You look at the brewery different, the distiller different. You're like, wow, you're doing a right thing. You're doing a good thing. You're taking something that is natural, it's locally sourced, and that is really what has projected craft brewing and craft, the craft industry on every side of the glass. Beer, wine, liquor, whatever it is. Cider, same thing. But it's
so many
phenomenal.
levels.
They're
So
all.
many levels.
And that's why we're here. That's why we're here doing
I'm on a
what
new
we're
level.
doing.
I'm on a new level.
Yeah. I'm on a new level.
I'm on a new level.
Right?
I gotta
Find me a new
pee.
shovel.
Yeah. Listen,
wanna
every
swap?
time I come here, somebody's got to go to the bathroom. We're doing something, But you do your thing. Listen,
No, we're
gonna
having
keep
a
the
good
conversation
time
going,
here. Once you break the seal,
Yeah.
rotate in and out.
All right. I'm tapping Johnny in.
Ding, ding, ding.
Ding, 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 ding. Johnny's back.
Oh, I never sat in the big man's chair before.
No, it
wow.
feels good.
Is it warm?
Yeah.
Oh, it is warm. It's very warm. All right. What are we tasting? Any good beers or what?
Well, we were going to do another shot of this Continuum Charge.
Oh boy.
You wanna do another shot?
You guys do a shot. Yeah, do a cannonball.
I came here for a good time, not a long time,
That's it, man. That's it.
You want one?
I'm okay right now because I feel like I should be able to speak coherently, even though I don't know if that's going to happen.
So, what is your favorite type of beer?
So I've always been an IPA guy myself.
Yeah.
Obviously, though, in the wintertime, stouts, porters, that's what I got to go for.
Hold on, really pause. Cannonball!
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
I just have to say,
That's how
it's
shots
got
are
such
done.
a sweet, smooth finish. It's very good. I highly recommend. This is the Charred Continuum Distilled. It's
Look
very
at that
good.
bottle. It's almost done, huh?
I know we're getting fucked here.
And again, like that bottle right there comes in at 96 proof. It does not drink anywhere close to that.
No.
Like it drinks like a solid like 80 proof. It goes down really, really smooth. Yeah.
Okay, back to what kind of beer do you like? I'm sorry, I was just like, this is so good, guys.
So IPAs are my favorite, but definitely in the wintertime, got to have the
Hold on.
stouts, porters.
Ayesha, I need you to tell these gentlemen what they can
All right,
win.
You guys continue.
All right.
Yeah, go on. So
Yeah.
during the wintertime, what are you drinking?
Stouts and porters
Yeah.
all the time. A lot of flavor coming through from that, and obviously that's what goes into the chart itself. That's where you get a lot of that sweetness from. Different notes come through. One of our slogans is we're consistently inconsistent. Every batch is going to have the same base flavor coming through, but different notes coming through in each batch depending on what beers go into each blend that we do.
Hey, Phil, do you ever make your own beer?
Yeah.
Really? What do you make?
Yeah. So my first beer recipe that I ever made was a blood orange Belgian ale.
You know what?
So my aunt got me a brewing kit. A lot of the brewers here, that start breweries and stuff like that, all started homebrew and stuff like that. I did a blood orange Belgian ale, and I went over to there's a spot in Hamden, locally grown grocery store, and I picked up blood oranges from them, and I went home and brewed that beer, and I was so set on having this like fruit forward Belgian, and I didn't want it being like I wanted to feel like a wheat beer but not hit you with that like strong straw flavor, right?
Yep.
And so I wanted that fruit forward note on it, and I brewed it. I did, typical 5-gallon batch. I bottled it. I let it sit and carbonate and all that. And I was super stoked to share this with my family. I timed it where my aunt was having like one of my cousin's graduation parties, and I brought it, and I was super excited to share it. I pop it open and I tried, and I'm just like, this was just not. The fruit wasn't there. The blood orange wasn't
really?
there.
Wow.
I was
Didn't
like,
come through.
I was so disappointed, and I was like, what did I do wrong? And I was like, maybe I just need to add more, and I did I grabbed the rinds and I did the cheesecloth with it, and I did everything, and I was super stoked. And then my aunt kept a couple cases, and 6 months later we're there for Christmas, and she was like, oh, I have some of your beer downstairs, because we drank the house dry, and she was like, oh, I still have some of your beer downstairs. So I was like, let me try it. Popped it open, and it was perfect. Perfect.
Just needed more time.
That is what it was. It just needed time. I also don't think I crashed it quick enough, and that's what I wanted. And while I was disappointed for 6 months, I was also happy. I was like, this is what I wanted, and I actually did the right thing. I just fixed my thing. So it's funny, Johnny's not the only one to ask me that question about homebrew. I now have the opportunity. I have 125 breweries that I go to and I brew at. So when I go and I'm there for brew day, like I get to do the fun stuff. And then
experimental.
Yeah. I'm like, I get to do the fun stuff, and then I leave. And then I come on release day. So, and I appreciate everything that they do and all the hard work that goes into it, believe me. But I'm like, I love coming to brew day, doing the thing, come up with recipe development, and then like on release day,
you guys do everything else.
Back, and I'm like, oh, perfect, came out great. So it's great. I haven't really homebrewed lately, which is disappointing. I need to get back to it. Yeah. So we're just catching up a little bit. It's good to see you. Yeah. So also, by the way, what is your favorite product that you guys sell?
So I still have to say my favorite is Chard. We have.
It's not Drops?
Drops is very good as well.
Drops is fucking
Drops
good.
is phenomenal. Like that is
Drops
distilled
is
down
really
from all
good.
IPAs. You're getting a lot of floral and botanical notes off of that. It's very versatile in what you can do with cocktails. But Chard, I'm more of a whiskey guy myself, so Chard is still up my alley. But Drops is like any kind of drink you want to make, anything with vodka, gin, or tequila, replace it with Drops, and you're going to get a phenomenal, cocktail out of that.
Drops has such a great flavor to it.
It's so unique. Like you get those hop notes that come out from there. It's just great.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who filled up our glasses?
Oh, so this was the lager that was from
Kinsman.
I think she disappeared, but yes.
Tell you what,
good.
let's take a breather.
Yeah, let's take a breather, man.
Take a breather, and we'll come back with more beers, more brewers.
Thank you.
More sours, man.
Continuum
More
Distilling.
sours.
Thank
so
you guys
good.
very much for having me.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. I
Thank you,
appreciate
Continuum. Where can we see you guys? How do we follow you?
So we're on Facebook, Instagram. Just look Continuum Distilling. You can check out our website, continuumdistilling.com. We have all our events coming up on there.
Check these guys out. They got some good booze, man.
So good.
Thank you very
Waterbury
much.
representing, man.
You can tell because Ayesha and me can't walk straight.
That's Ayesha.
He can't say my name. He's also getting
Ayesha,
drunk. There we go.
Hannibal.
Thanks for giving us. This is really good.
Oh, thank you guys
Hopefully, it'll be
very
good
much.
promo for you guys too.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah. Hell yeah. Woo! All right. Do you guys want another? You want me to grab another brewing? No, you guys are. Oh yeah.